Hey guys, how are you doing tonight? It's John Adamson with Seeking Light. Got a nice light source there, got kind of the freaky half-lit face look. Wanted to just say tonight I took a not super bold step. It was sent to a big boss within my organization that I work PRN for, so not my full-time employer, but one related to what I believe to be discriminatory practices related to the implementation of uh, mandates within the employer for people that are unvaccinated. So, anyway, I highlight a couple different things, which I'll discuss in brief now, but what I'll do is I'll share my whole letter after I get a response from her. I'm going to see what kind of response she provides. She's nice and I'm trying to be respectful, but here's my two main contentions. One is that if you make your employees engage in practices separate from the other employees when they've had an exemption, in this case, religious exemption, and being that religious exemption is a protected class of peoples, making them do anything different than the rest of the employees is a form of workplace discrimination based on a protected status. So that's number one that I'm focusing on. Number two is HIPAA. And I've talked about this briefly before, that because it's a known practice within the hospital that those that are not vaccinated must wear the N95 mask and they're not allowed to eat directly with other employees who have been vaccinated, etc. Those practices in and of themselves disclose health information about that individual. It's discriminating them, and it's also disclosing to other employees around them that they have not had the vaccine. And there are provisions, not in the healthcare ETS that I could find, but in the non-healthcare ETS, there are provisions protecting HIPAA status, that other employees are not supposed to know what your status is. And so if you make an employee unvaccinated engage in a discriminatory practice, you've basically put a beacon of light over their head saying, look at me, I'm unvaccinated, and that would be a violation of HIPAA. So those are my two main points that I'm focusing on with my employer. I'll let you know I'll read the actual letter when I get a response from her, because I want to see what the response is to the letter. I was very respectful. I know this lady. She's very high up in the hospital organization I work for, PRN, and so I'm hoping she'll take it with what I meant to be an air of respect for her position. She's under a lot of strain related to this, I know, but I want her to know that I've read the law. And I'm going to challenge these provisions, like making me wear an N95, weekly testing, and then not be able to meet with fellow workers on company grounds. That's discriminatory, and it's a violation of HIPAA. That's my take on it. John Adamson with Seeking Light. Hope you're having a great night. Take care. God bless.